This upcoming anime, Souls-like, it's got a lot of potential. Let's get into it. So over the last week, there was a time-limited demo for an upcoming Souls-like called ailimit. It's set in the future. It's like a post-apocalyptic world, and it was pretty interesting. It kind of drops you into an underground level where there's different enemies you got to fight, and you get a feel for the abilities and spells and stuff. I definitely liked that, like with some of the weapons, you had different abilities for each weapon. And personally, this is one of the first few games that I played where I actually prefer to use dual swords. There was a lot of other cool abilities as well. There was like a railgun ability that was pretty nice to have. If there was like an enemy that I felt like was really kicking my butt, I just kind of spammed that and took them out with that. There was also like a shield ability you would get instead of like just trying to parry attacks. You can just like hold it up, it absorbs it, and then it kind of like you can repel an energy blast to them. It was really cool. Definitely helped me get through a few of the enemies that I fought, and definitely came in handy for like the final boss of the demo because I just couldn't get the parry system down. I'm not great with parry systems in games. I typically go for the dodge, so it was nice to have like a way to counter that struggle, and it definitely helped out a lot, especially since the dodge felt like it just had some timing issues. It's a demo, right? So you got to kind of take what you get with it. You're not going to get something that's super polished, especially for a game that's supposed to be coming out in 2025. So there's a little bit of time left for the developers to kind of spruce it up a little bit. You know, the enemy design was interesting. I definitely felt like I wish there was a little bit more variety, but you know, like again, it's a demo, you're in one environment. I'm sure there's different varieties of enemies when you go to different environments in the game, which I'm sure we'll see in the final product. So, but the boss was actually pretty fun to fight against. I think that was a very interesting design. When you get to the second phase, which it's not really a second phase, it just kind of like you just aggro it at some point in the fight, and then it kind of changes some of its animations. But I'm used to second phases being like a whole new life bar and stuff like that. So, but overall, I think it's got a lot of potential. You know, the sound design was interesting. There were some times when like the footsteps would kind of like fade out. The combat was fun as well. I definitely enjoyed getting in there and getting my butt kicked and kicking some butt. So I'm excited to see what this game feels like when it actually launches. Again, it's supposed to be coming out in 2025. So there were some issues I had with like the frame rate being kind of choppy at times, but for the most part it was pretty steady. I think it just depends from person to person. I've heard stories of people getting like sub 30 FPS, but honestly, my FPS was pretty stable. I played on the PlayStation 5, so yeah, I think this game is going to be good. Don't think it's going to be great, you know, but I think it's got potential, and I think we need more anime Souls games just because I like the aesthetic of it. So, and I immediately felt comfortable hopping into it because I played games like Code Vein back in the day and really enjoyed that aesthetic. So let me know what you guys think. Did you get a chance to check out the demo? Like, it was a time limited demo, so if you didn't, you probably missed out. I think it was worth it personally. So let's talk about it. Peace.